One of my favorite things is just to help educate and share information, because if, hey, I can help the community, we all prosper. And I just did a coffee and like sweets, croissants, a real estate office in town. It was interesting because the lady's like, oh, I have an ADU and I've been doing Airbnbs. And I said, well, generally those are illegal. Now, depends if you're in the unincorporated, in the county, or the coastal zone, and generally you have to get specialty permits. Also, are you aware that generally if you're doing less than 30 days, that falls under hotel guidelines, which means you have to pay an occupancy bed tax, which is like 13 to 15%, something like that. I actually just saw in the city council, one of the meetings the last couple of weeks, they just smacked a vacation rental owner with unpaid tax and interest of over $60,000. So and the city has it, like, that's the city of Santa Barbara. This owner's in the county unincorporated, but they have money and they are going after people that are not doing this stuff. And so I just said, hey, and then you also need to double check for your reference. An architect had told me, my understanding, that ADU permits for our area have a deed restriction, meaning that you're not legally supposed to be doing less than 30 days in an ADU. So that's where some owners might live in the ADU themselves and then do it to their house, maybe. But I'm just saying, hey, this is my understanding, what I heard. Here's some resources for you. But I appreciate that I was able to be like, hey, you may want to look into this, because you don't want to kind of be like, oh, unfortunately, ignorance is a defense, especially when it comes to housing and all these rules. So even though I don't do short term, I still like to be aware and try to know what's going on. And I was able to point her in the right direction. So that was a cool experience of, hey, it's not even technically my field, which is long-term rentals, but I try to always have enough information to say, I think this is right or wrong, but let's point you to a professional that does this for a living. But yeah, love doing those events. If anyone ever wants to have me come and do sponsor a group or something like that, just to talk about the climate, happy to do so.